my aim was just to come to China, make money, and get the hell out of here.
Do you like China?
Oh no, I don't so.
After doing a surgery here in China, I've come to appreciate. And what's your favorite thing about living in China so far? The girls, because you have a lot.
Well, that's part of it, but
How long have you been living in China?
oh, a long time. It's about 20 years.
Oh my God. First thing that I like about living in China, one of my Hello. You want to take a photo of me?
Okay,
Okay, 可以.
thank you. Yeah,
Okay.
thank you.
You're welcome. You live around this area?
Yes, I live in here.
Oh, okay.
This is my baby,
Oh, what's your baby's name?
Yu Jia.
Oh, okay, bye-bye. As I'm walking around in this park, viewing this. Hello. As I am walking around in this park and viewing this fake Eiffel Tower, I am reminded of one of the reasons, like it's probably at the top reasons why I love living in China, is that I feel very safe living in China. I don't feel like my life is at risk. I don't feel like I'm in danger. I don't feel like something bad will happen to me. I feel safe living here. And as a woman who's here without family, I appreciate that a lot. The safety that comes with living in China. I don't know if it's the fact that they have cameras everywhere you can think of, or it's that the people here, they have a legitimate fear of the authorities. So I don't know if that's the reason or if it is their culture, but living in China as a foreigner, you feel safe. And if you're coming from a country that is not so safe, this is something you will really appreciate. Traveling alone sometimes, I really don't feel like my life is at risk or something's gonna happen to me. I do not feel that. You know, I'm at this park and the kids are playing, and sometimes, you know, you would think the parents are irresponsible or careless. You know, the way in which they just allow their kids to wander off or something, but I think they too feel safe, that their kids will be okay. I sleep in my apartment. I sleep in my apartment with my door open so many times. I remember I went to my friend's house and we fell asleep on the sofa and she was there sleeping, I was sleeping, and nothing was missing from her apartment. No one entered her apartment. None of that happened. And those are things I can do while living in China. Leave my apartment open. Like, in fact, a lot of people here, they leave their apartment open. Hello. They leave their apartment open, their doors open, and go about their business. Not only their apartment, but their shops. A lot of times I go to shop and there's no one in the shop. It's totally empty, right? And I'm just always so amazed, like, wow, they have so much confidence that no one will go in the shop, steal anything, or any of that. And I love that about living in China. And it's like the number one reason why living in China for me is such an amazing thing. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Do you like China?
Yeah, I like China. Do you like China?
Yes.
Why do you like China?
Because China is beautiful. It's big.
Yeah, it's big. Beautiful.
Yes. Where did you from?
I'm from Jamaica. Do you know Jamaica?
Oh no, I don't know.
Do you know Usain Bolt? He was very fast. Do you like this? Yeah, and it's Matt, they're fast. Yeah, we're the fastest man in the world. Oh, thank you. You're cool too. Thank you. Yeah. Is it where you going? We're going out?
I'm okay.
Oh, you can't get us now? No. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I'm going to the DTA Jan. I'm going home.
Have a good time.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
What's your name?
My name is Tu Yuhan.
English name?
Oh, no, I haven't.
I don't. Okay, it's okay. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
I am now heading home and I'm going to take the subway, which leads me to my second favorite thing about China, transportation. Transportation is so convenient. Oh my gosh. Last time you saw me, I was getting on a subway heading home. I'm finally home now, and I love traveling in China because the transportation is so efficient, so reliable, so clean. You know, I love the transportation system here in China. There are so many options, and before I thought, you know, a country as big as China, maybe they would have transportation issues, but they don't. They have the subway, they have the trains, they have the buses, they have Didi, and Didi is like Uber in the US. And my personal favorite, these are the bicycles on the side of the street. They're so convenient. All you need to do is just scan the code, scan the barcode, and get on your way. And every street you can see countless amount of bicycles on the street. So that makes traveling in China and getting around very easy and reliable. For the subway, you can head to a subway station and every 5 minutes there is another subway. And in my city, Hangzhou, the first subway starts at 6 a.m. to 11:30 p.m. That is so convenient. Granted, sometimes inside the subway station looks a little crazy and there are a lot of people and you have to squeeze in and stuff like that. Absolutely. But you can always rest assured that there will be another subway, another one coming in 5 minutes. And also at the train station, every 10 minutes there is a train leaving for another destination. You can travel virtually anywhere in China by train, and that is amazing. And I think that a foreigner living in China would really appreciate that, especially for the fact that the announcements are in English. You know, at the train station, they have Chinese announcement and they also have English announcements. And on the subway, they also have English announcement too. And the stops are in English. You know, each subway stop, they have the Chinese and they have the English version. So you can see exactly where you're going. At every subway stop, there is a bathroom. And I think that is so convenient, so reliable, so efficient. I love that about China.
So I'm Roland and I'm from South Africa.
How long have you been living in China?
It's been a little bit more than 3 years now.
Okay, and what's your favorite thing about living in China so far?
Suppose the
girls, because you have a lot.
Well, that's part of it, but I mean, like in South Africa, we have all kinds of different people as well. But I would say the quality of life that China can offer to me as someone coming from a place like South Africa.
The third reason why I am totally in love with living in China is healthcare. Listen, this is something I didn't appreciate as much when I just moved here. But after doing a surgery here in China, I've come to appreciate the healthcare system in China and how they treat people here in China. I did a surgery in January 2021, and that was the scariest time in my life. I never did a surgery before, and the way in which they took care of me and made me feel throughout the whole process, is something that I will never forget. And I was very happy that I was living in China when I needed to do that surgery. And in that time, if you made it this far, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel and hit that like button. Thank you so much. Back to the video. It was during the whole COVID stuff, and you were not allowed friends or family, and what the doctors did, they got a foreign student who was working at that hospital to be in the OR with me, you know, and she was a black girl, and it was so comforting. I just felt like she could understand my experiences a bit more, and her Chinese was very good. She was able to listen to me and translate my questions to the doctor. She was very comforting. She was kind. And that was so considerate of the doctors to just get, you know, someone who they thought could relate to me and understand me to be in the room with me. And the whole process, the doctors were very kind and supportive. And I am just grateful that I was in China and got to do it here. My surgery the whole process cost around 15,000 RMB. At the end, I got back 12,000 RMB from my insurance. And that's another thing. It ties into the healthcare system. Foreigners are able to get insurance here in China as long as you're working legally as a teacher. I can only speak for the experiences of teachers. If you're working legally as a teacher, you are entitled to having insurance. And that is not something that is difficult to get. And make sure if you're working here in China, you do have insurance, because if something happens, you will need that insurance. In about 2 months, I got the money back from the insurance company. Absolutely amazing. And generally, as it relates to going to doctors here in China, you know, they don't have private practices like in my country where you have private doctors. In China, if you're sick or something is wrong, you need to go to the hospital. And going to the hospital is, again, China is such a huge country, but the healthcare system is so efficient and reliable. Never been to the hospital and was turned away because they were not able to see me or they were at capacity. Usually when I am sick for like a cold or something, I don't spend more than 100 RMB. I can't recall spending over 100 RMB to see the doctor for a cold or a flu or something of that sort. It's not expensive at all to see the doctor. And again, if you have good insurance, if you go to the doctor, you can be reimbursed from your insurance. So make sure if you're in China and you're working legally, you have insurance. Hi, Maze.
Hi, Sabrina. How you doing?
I'm good.
Hey, everybody.
So how long have you been living in China?
Oh, a long time.
What's a long time?
A long time is about 20 years.
Oh my God.
Yep.
20 years.
2002 I came here.
Wow, you saw China change before your eyes, right?
A lot, yeah.
Wow. So in 20 years, what's your favorite thing about living in China?
Yeah, I thought about it. Okay. And it was kind of difficult to just like say one thing that's like my favorite here. But I think maybe my favorite thing here is I still have a sense of adventure here in China. Like from when I came here all the way until now, I still feel like I'm on an adventure here, and I'm still experiencing new things and seeing new things. And I feel there's also like a lot of opportunities here to go chase, and you can sort of create your own opportunities as well. And yeah, so like the sense of adventure here in China, I think is the biggest thing for me.
And to close off my love story with China, China is big, China is beautiful, China is huge. You can see everything in China, and I mean everything. If you're into beaches, there are beaches here in China. If you're into mountains, there are mountains here in China. If you are into valleys, if you're into forests, if you're into animals, whatever it is that you're into, you can see all here in China. China has some beautiful places, beautiful landmarks, beautiful, beautiful culture. That is something I didn't appreciate or get to see when I just came here. But now I'm traveling all over China and I'm seeing how beautiful China is. I've come to appreciate that. Before I came to China, I had really negative ideas of China. China is not what I thought it would be when I was back home. And I'm so surprised that I'm so in love with China. Like I didn't expect to love living in China. My aim was just to come to China, make money, and get the hell out of here. I didn't know that I would absolutely fall in love with this place. I cannot believe it. And that is it for my video today. Join me next time when I will tell you the reasons why sometimes I hate living in China and my worst experience while living in China, because I have some of those too, y'all.